the Alpha Omega Protection Litany. Numail to Telocel, sealed in the beautiful names. 1. Numail, the breath before breath. Allah name, Al-Khaliq, the Creator. Numail, breath unbreathed, silence that sings before the word. Hover over my chaos, whisper in my void, kindle the fire that is not yet flame. Ya Khaliq, shape me before I am shaped. Protect this spark from every devouring gaze. Let no louche harvester touch the womb of my becoming. 2. Invocation of the dragons of becoming, each guarded by a divine name, Nulakan, as-Salam, the source of peace. Nulakan, consume distraction, leave me in holy stillness. Ya Salam, make my silence untouchable. Vorastra, al-Muqit, the nourisher, bend my will to the weight of truth. Ya Muqit, feed me only from your hand, not from the energy of others. Symbiotex, al-Muhayyi, the giver of life, thread my breath into living song. Ya Muhayyi, let only your life flow through my veins. Astrovorax, al-Kawi, the all-strong, temper my heart in stellar fire. Ya Kawi, make me a fortress against theft of my strength. Nebulia, Rakib, the watchful, cradle my ascent. Ya Rakib, watch over my rise that no predator may follow. 3. Purification and testing. Novaril, An-Nur, the light, scatter my ashes into fertile night. Ya Nur, let your light be my shield. Helixara, al-Hafiyu, the preserver, turn the marrow of my soul toward heaven. Ya Hafiyu, guard the axis of my being. Kravagan, al-Aziz, the almighty, shatter false crowns. Ya Aziz, make my throne unstealable. Al-Karaxes, al-Haq, the truth, teach me the language of stars. Ya Haq, let no false word enter my soul. 4. Deep purge and renewal. Thanatar, al-Ba'ith, the resurrector, plant my bones in the root of the stars. Ya Ba'ith, raise me in incorruptible life. Aerovitus, al-Fatah, the opener, fill me with wind before wind exists. Ya Fatah, open no gate to darkness. Quietus, al-Mumin, the giver of security, seal my breath when its work is done. Ya Mumin, cloak my rest in safety. 5. Cleansing flames and healing. Pyrothos, al-Jabbar, the compeller, burn away the falsehood. Ya Jabbar, compel all harm to flee. Ignisalon, al-Kahar, the subduer, consume the veil of lies. Ya Kahar, subdue every parasitic will. Mendakshan, Ash-Shafi, the healer, heal the hidden wounds. Ya Shafi, restore what has been stolen. Vortex, al-Latif, the subtle, devour my illusions. Ya Latif, remove the hooks unseen. 6. Mystery and protection of time. Arcanix, al-Alim, the all-knowing, carve the first sigil in my soul. Ya Alim, let no spell overwrite it. Mysteria, al-Bayin, the hidden, wrap me in rightful silence. Ya Bayin, hide me from all who would harvest my light. Thormarion, al-Yakam, the judge, stir the winds of justice. Ya Yakam, judge those who seek my energy. Noxithera, al-Mateen, the firm, root me in the abyssal hymn. Ya Mateen, let no force uproot me. Viridiana, al-Bar, the source of goodness, awaken the forest memory in me. Ya Bar, let no poison grow in my branches. Chronosix, al-Fafiu, the preserver, turn my hourglass rightly. Ya Hafi'i, preserve my time from theft. 7. Redemption of Chronophagos. Allah name, at Tawwab, the acceptor of repentance. Chronophagos, once devourer of time, now guardian of eternity. Your jaws no longer consume, they protect. Ya Tawwab, seal this transformation. Let no loose drinker ever ride your teeth again. 8. Telocel, the last breath, the Amen. Allah name, Al-Wakil, the trustee. Telocel, gather me into your coil, return my ember to the source. Let my end be the seed of beginnings. Ya Wakil, I entrust my soul to you. Guard it from every hand that would take it. 9. Closing seal. Allah name, Al-Tamad, the eternal refuge. I breathe in the first breath. I breathe out the last breath. Ya Tamad, be my refuge beyond all endings. The circle is unbroken, so bound, so sealed, so done. The Alpha Omega seal of unassailable light. From Numel's first breath to Telocel's final Amen. 1. Opening of the circle. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. I step into the breath before breath, I stand in the silence before sound. By Ya Allah, I seal the circle of light. No shadow may cross, no parasite may feed, no louche may be taken. 2. Numel, the pre-creation breath. Numel, first whisper of God. Hover over my chaos, brood over my deep, sing my becoming into being. Ya Khalik, Ya Bari, Ya Musawwir. O Creator, O Evolver, O Fashioner of forms, shape me in light that cannot be drained. Form me in essence that cannot be harvested. Complete me in pattern only heaven knows. 3. Sealing the dragons of becoming. For each, inhale deeply, call their name aloud, exhale forcefully to break every unseen tether. Nolakan, Ya Salam, peace, untouchable. Vorastra, Ya Mukit, nourishment pure. Symbiotex, Ya Muhayyi, life unstealable. Astrovorax, Ya Kawi, strength unbreakable. Nebulae, Ya Rakib, vigilance unblinking. 4. Purification dragons. Recite Ya Nur, Ya Hafiu, Ya Aziz, Ya Hak over each memory, thought, or connection that feels tainted, then envision the dragon consuming that corruption and vanishing into starlight. 5. Deep purge. Ya Boeth, Ya Fatah, Ya Mumin. O Resurrector, O Opener, O Giver of security, by your names, I command, every siphon, be cut, every hook, dissolve, every false claim, burn to nothing. 6. Cleansing fire. Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahhar, Ya Shafi, Ya Latif. O Compeller, O Subduer, O Healer, O Subtle One. I walk in the center of the flame, I rise whole from every trial. No harvest is possible here. The fields are guarded by heaven. 7. Time and mystery seals. Invoke each while placing a palm over your heart, visualizing a golden ring locking into place. Arcanix, Ya Alim, knowledge protected. Mysteria, Ya Bayin, hidden self-guarded. Thormarion, Ya Yakam, justice unshakable. Noxithera, Ya Mateen, firmness eternal. Viridiana, Ya Bar, goodness defended. Chronosix, Ya Hafiu, time preserved. 8. Redemption of Chronophagos. Ya Tawwab, O acceptor of repentance. Chronophagos, I unbind you from hunger. Your teeth are now gates of protection. All who seek to devour time or life find only your jaws closed in God's name. 9. Telocell, the Omega coil. Telocell, the Amen of the cosmos. Fold my being into completion. Gather the embers I have scattered. Bind the story with a thread of gold. Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad, O Trustee, O Eternal Refuge, guard my ending as you guarded my beginning. Return me whole, unbulled, unbroken. 10. Closing of the circle. Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater than the darkness, the devourers, the harvesters, the fear. I stand where the first breath meets the last breath. I am sealed in the light of the uncreated. My energy belongs to Allah alone. None may take what He has given me. Prayer of divine sovereignty against all louche energy harvesting. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Invocation of the Alpha breath, Numel. O Numel, primordial breath before creation, hover now over my spirit, my body, my soul. By your silence that shapes all things, by your unformed fire that kindles life unseen, break every tether that seeks to drain me, dissolve every parasite feeding on my light. Ya Khalik, O Creator, Ya Mushawwir, O Fashioner, Ya Muhyi, O Giver of life, I invoke your names to seal my essence. Let no louche leech, no shadow feed, no thief linger, repelling the harvesters. By the power of Ya Churlam, the source of peace, and Ya Thafiu, the preserver, I cast away the hands unseen that clutch at my energy. By Ya Jabbar, the compeller, and Ya Kahar, the subduer, I shatter every psychic chain, every siphon, every snare. Louche harvesters, predators of the sacred spark, be bound in chains forged from Ya Mukiu, the sustainer, be cast into the void where light cannot be stolen. Invocation of the Omega coil. Telocell. Telocell, great coil of sacred completion, embrace my fragmented energies, gather all stolen light, return it purified to the heart of God. Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, Ya Wakil, the trustee, I place my end in your hands. Let no parasite consume what is entrusted to you. Seal of the divine names, eternal shield. Recite with faith and intent. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Mutahali. I lock my aura in this shield of light, a fortress where no louche may enter, no parasite may drink, no dark force may abide. Closing command. By the breath before breath, and the breath at time's end, by Numel and Telocell, Alpha and Omega, I command all dark siphons to be broken, I command all harvesters to be cast out. In the sacred, unyielding name of Allah. La wala wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no power nor might except through Allah. Final affirmation. I am sealed in light. I am whole, guarded, free. No louche, no shadow, no thief may claim what Allah has granted me. In the eternal breath of the dragon of creation, I stand unshaken. The Alpha Omega Protection Litany. Numel to Telocell, sealed in the beautiful names. 1. Numel, the breath before breath. Allah name, Al-Khaliq, the Creator. Numel, breath unbreathed, silence that sings before the word. Hover over my chaos, whisper in my void, kindle the fire that is not yet flame. Ya Khaliq, shape me before I am shaped. Protect this spark from every devouring gaze. let no louche harvester touch the womb of my becoming. 2. Invocation of the dragons of becoming, each guarded by a divine name, Nulakan, as Salam. The source of peace, Nulakan, consume distraction, leave me in holy stillness. Ya Salam, make my silence untouchable. Vorastra, al-Muqit, the nourisher, bend my will to the weight of truth. Ya Muqit, feed me only from your hand, not from the energy of others. Symbiotex, al-Muhayyi, the giver of life, thread my breath into living song. Ya Muhayyi, let only your life flow through my veins. Astrovorax, al-Kawi, the all-strong, temper my heart in stellar fire. Ya Kawi, make me a fortress against theft of my strength. Nebula, Rakib, the watchful, cradle my ascent. Ya Rakib, watch over my rise that no predator may follow. 3. Purification and testing. Novareal, An-Nur, the light, scatter my ashes into fertile night. Ya Nur, let your light be my shield. Helixara, al-Hafiu, the preserver, turn the marrow of my soul toward heaven. Ya Hafiu, guard the axis of my being. Kravagan, al-Aziz, the almighty, shatter false crowns. Ya Aziz, make my throne unstealable. Al-Karaxes, al-Haq, the truth, teach me the language of stars. Ya Haq, let no false word enter my soul. 4. Deep purge and renewal. Thanatar, al-Ba'ith, the resurrector, plant my bones in the root of the stars. Ya Ba'ith, raise me in incorruptible life. Aerovitus, al-Fatah, the opener, fill me with wind before wind exists. Ya Fatah, open no gate to darkness. Quietus, al-Mumin, the giver of security, seal my breath when its work is done. Ya Mumin, cloak my rest in safety. 5. Cleansing flames and healing. Pyrothos, al-Jabbar, the compeller, burn away the falsehood. Ya Jabbar, compel all harm to flee. Ignisalon, al-Kahar, the subduer, consume the veil of lies. Ya Kahar, subdue every parasitic will. Mendakshan, Ash-Shafi, the healer, heal the hidden wounds. Ya Shafi, restore what has been stolen. Vortex, al-Latif, the subtle, devour my illusions. Ya Latif, remove the hooks unseen. 6. Mystery and protection of time. Arcanix, al-Alim, the all-knowing, carve the first sigil in my soul. Ya Alim, let no spell overwrite it. Mysteria, al-Bayin, the hidden, wrap me in rightful silence. Ya Bayin, hide me from all who would harvest my light. Thormarion, al-Yakam, the judge, stir the winds of justice. Ya Yakam, judge those who seek my energy. Noxithera, al-Mateen, the firm, root me in the abyssal hymn. Ya Mateen, let no force uproot me. Viridiana, al-Bar, the source of goodness, awaken the forest memory in me. Ya Bar, let no poison grow in my branches. Chronosix, al-Fafiu, the preserver, turn my hourglass rightly. Ya Hafi'i, preserve my time from theft. 7. Redemption of Chronophagos. Allah name, at Torwab, the acceptor of repentance. Chronophagos, once devourer of time, now guardian of eternity. Your jaws no longer consume, they protect. Ya Torwab, seal this transformation. Let no louche drinker ever ride your teeth again. 8. Telocel, the last breath, the Amen. Allah name, Al-Wakil, the trustee. Telocel, gather me into your coil, return my ember to the source. Let my end be the seed of beginnings. Ya Wakil, I entrust my soul to you. Guard it from every hand that would take it. 9. Closing. Seal. Allah name, Al-Tamad, the eternal refuge. I breathe in the first breath. I breathe out the last breath. Ya Tamad, be my refuge beyond all endings. The circle is unbroken, so bound, so sealed, so done. The Alpha Omega seal of unassailable light. From Numel's first breath to Telocel's final Amen. 1. Opening of the circle. Bismillah ir Rahman ir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. I step into the breath before breath, I stand in the silence before sound. By Ya Allah, I seal the circle of light. No shadow may cross, no parasite may feed, no louche may be taken. 2. Numel, the pre-creation breath. Numel, first whisper of God. Hover over my chaos, brood over my deep, sing my becoming into being. Ya Khalik, Ya Bari, Ya Mushawwir, O Creator, O Evolver, O Fashioner of forms, shape me in light that cannot be drained. Form me in essence that cannot be harvested. Complete me in pattern only heaven knows. 3. Sealing the dragons of becoming. For each, inhale deeply, call the name aloud, exhale forcefully to break every unseen tether. Nolakan, Ya Salam, peace, untouchable. Vorastra, Ya Mukit, nourishment pure. Symbiotex, Ya Muhayi, life unstealable. Astrovorax, Ya Kawi, strength unbreakable. Nebulae, Ya Rakib, vigilance unblinking. 4. Purification dragons. Recite Ya Nur, Ya Hafiu, Ya Aziz, Ya Hak over each memory, thought, or connection that feels tainted, then envision the dragon consuming that corruption and vanishing into starlight. 5. Deep purge. Ya Ba'ith, Ya Fatah, Ya Mumin. O Resurrector, O Opener, O Giver of security, by your names, I command, every siphon, be cut. Every hook, dissolve. Every false claim, burn to nothing. 6. Cleansing fire. Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar, Ya Shafi, Ya Latif. O Compeller, O Subduer, O Healer, O Subtle One. I walk in the center of the flame, I rise whole from every trial. No harvest is possible here. The fields are guarded by heaven. 7. Time and mystery seals. Invoke each while placing a palm over your heart, visualizing a golden ring locking into place. Arcanix, Ya Alim, knowledge protected. Mysteria, Ya Bayin, hidden self-guarded. Thormarion, Ya Yakam, justice unshakable. Noxithera, Ya Mateen, firmness eternal. Viridiana, Ya Bar, goodness defended. Chronosix, Ya Hafiu, time preserved. 8. Redemption of Chronophagos. Ya Tawwab, O acceptor of repentance. Chronophagos, I unbind you from hunger. Your teeth are now gates of protection. All who seek to devour time or life find only your jaws closed in God's name. 9. Telocel, the Omega coil. Telocel, the Amen of the cosmos. Fold my being into completion. Gather the embers I have scattered. Bind the story with a thread of gold. Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad, O trustee, O eternal refuge, guard my ending as you guarded my beginning. Return me whole, unbulled, unbroken. 10. Closing of the circle. Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater than the darkness, the devourers, the harvesters, the fear. I stand where the first breath meets the last breath. I am sealed in the light of the uncreated. My energy belongs to Allah alone. None may take what He has given me. Prayer of divine sovereignty against all louche energy harvesting. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Invocation of the Alpha breath, Numel. O Numel, primordial breath before creation, hover now over my spirit, my body, my soul, by your silence that shapes all things, by your unformed fire that kindles life unseen, break every tether that seeks to drain me, dissolve every parasite feeding on my light. Ya Khaliq, O Creator, Ya Mushawwir, O Fashioner, Ya Muhyi, O Giver of life, I invoke your names to seal my essence. Let no louche leech, no shadow feed, no thief linger, repelling the harvesters. By the power of Ya Churlam, the source of peace, and Ya Thafiu, the preserver, I cast away the hands unseen that clutch at my energy. By Ya Jabbar, the compeller, and Ya Kahar, the subduer, I shatter every psychic chain, every siphon, every snare. Louche harvesters, predators of the sacred spark, be bound in chains forged from Ya Mukiyu, the sustainer, be cast into the void where light cannot be stolen. Invocation of the Omega Coil. Telocel. Telocel, great coil of sacred completion, embrace my fragmented energies, gather all stolen light, return it purified to the heart of God. Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, Ya Wakil, the trustee, I place my end in your hands. Let no parasite consume what is entrusted to you. Seal of the divine names, eternal shield. Recite with faith and intent. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Mutahali. I lock my aura in this shield of light, a fortress where no louche may enter, no parasite may drink, no dark force may abide. Closing command. By the breath before breath, and the breath at time's end, by Numel and Telocel, Alpha and Omega, I command all dark siphons to be broken, I command all harvesters to be cast out. In the sacred, unyielding name of Allah. La Wala wa la Quwwata illa billah. There is no power nor might except through Allah. Final affirmation. I am sealed in light. I am whole, guarded, free. No louche, no shadow, no thief may claim what Allah has granted me. In the eternal breath of the dragon of creation, I stand unshaken. Prayer of absolute sovereignty and freedom in Allah's name. Against all louche harvesting, and the annulment of all contracts and consents. 1. Opening of authority. Bismillah. Ir-Rahman Ir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. O Allah, Ya Malik al-Mulk, owner of all dominion. I stand in the breath before breath. In the silence before sound. No shadow has claim over me, no parasite has right to me, for I am yours alone. 2. Revocation of all consents. By your truth, Yayak, I declare before heaven and earth, I revoke, renounce, and cancel every oath, vow, contract, covenant, pact, seal, bond, or consent, spoken, unspoken, written, unwritten, remembered, forgotten, that has ever been made in my name, on my behalf, or through deception, coercion, ignorance, or manipulation. I break them now in the name of Allah, through the authority of Ya Qahar, the subduer, and Ya Jabbar, the compeller. They are null, void, and without power, in all realms, all timelines, all dimensions, for all eternity. 3. Numel, the alpha breath of sovereignty. O Numel, primordial breath of God, hover over my spirit now as you hovered over the deep. Fill every space once occupied by false agreements with your uncreated light. Ya Khaliq, O Creator, Ya Mushawer, O Fashioner, Ya Mulyi, O Giver of life, restore me to my original divine blueprint, untouched by louche harvesters, beyond the reach of any claim but Allah's. 4. Casting out all louche harvesters. By Ya Salam, the source of peace, and Ya Kafiu, the preserver, I command all louche harvesters, parasites, siphoners, and predators. You have no right to me. You have no access to me. You have no claim to me. By Ya Qudus, the holy, and Ya Mateen, the firm, I strip you of every tether, hook, implant, and anchor. Leave now, and be taken to the place appointed by Allah, where you may harm no soul again. 5. Reclaiming and purifying all energy. O Allah, Ya Muqi, the sustainer, and Ya Nur, the light. I call back every fragment, spark, and drop of my energy ever taken, stolen, or siphoned from me, across all timelines, lives, and realities. By Ya Yahar, the purifier, cleanse it of all corruption, distortion, and shadow, and return it to me now, whole and sanctified. 6. Telocel, the Omega seal of completion. Telocel, sacred coil of endings, bind and seal all exits, breaches, and gateways that allowed harvesters or false agreements to enter. Ya Wakil, the trustee. Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, hold my essence in divine trust, so no consent can ever be given without my conscious will, under Allah alone. 7. Eternal protective lock. I seal my being in the names Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Mu'aymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar. Let this be my shield in every realm, my defense in every trial, my light in every shadow. 8. Final command. All past contracts are ashes. All hidden consents are broken. All louche harvesting is ended. By the Alpha breath and the Omega coil, by the names above all names, by the authority of Allah alone. It is finished. La wala wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no power nor might except through Allah. The absolute sovereignty invocation. Annihilation of louche harvesting. Annulment of all contracts and consents. Alpha Omega seal. Opening of command and jurisdiction. Bismillah. Ir Rahman Ir Rahim. By the throne of Allah, Arsh Allah, by the authority of La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammadur Rasul Allah, I stand as a servant of the Most High, under His command, under His law, under His light. 1. Alpha breath, Numel. O Numel, spirit before all spirits, breathe now upon the deep places of my being. By Ya Khaliq, O Creator, and Ya Badi, O Originator, I restore my divine blueprint, untouched, uncorrupted, unclaimed by any but Allah. 2. The nullification of all claims. By Ya Tak, the truth, and Ya Qahar, the subduer, I revoke, renounce, and annihilate every oath, vow, pact, covenant, spiritual or energetic contract, consent given knowingly or by deception, agreement made in dream, astral, thought, or flesh, past life or ancestral, bond, imposed, inherited, or counterfeit identity, in all realms, dimensions, timelines, and realities, past, present, and future, to all beings, entities, forces, or systems not under Allah's throne. They are erased from the records, shattered in essence, and consumed in the fire of Allah's truth. 3. Expulsion of Lush harvesters. By Ya Qudus, the Holy, and Ya Jabbar, the Compeller, I strip from every harvester, parasite, siphoner, watcher, and feeder all access, all claim, all tether, all anchor, in my body, mind, soul, aura, dream, and spirit. You are removed. You are bound. You are taken by the angels appointed by Ya Tafiu, the Preserver, to the place decreed for you by Allah, from which you may never return. 4. Reclaiming the stolen light. O Allah, Ya Muqi, the Sustainer, and Ya Nur, the Light, I call back every spark of my being ever taken, lost, or given away, in purity, in truth, in divine order. By Ya Yaha, the Purifier, cleanse this light of all distortion, restore it to me perfected, lock it within me with the seal of Ya Mateen, the firm. 5. Omega Seal, Telocell. O Telocell, coil of holy completion, bind every breach, seal every gateway, close every loophole in my field and my fate. By Ya Wakil, the trustee, and Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, guard me so that no consent, pact, or claim may ever be given or taken without my conscious will, in submission to Allah alone. 6. The Eternal Lock. I stand encircled in the names. Allahu Akbar, greater than all that exists. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar. This is my shield in all realms. This is my fortress across all timelines. This is my light in all darkness. Final Judgment. By the Alpha Breath and the Omega Coil, by the throne of Allah, by the greatest name that moves all creation. It is finished. It is sealed. It is eternal. La wala wa la quwwata illa billah. The absolute sovereignty and protection invocation. Annihilation of Lush harvesting. Expulsion of all adversaries. Alpha Omega Seal. Bismillah ir Rahman ir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. By the throne of Allah, Arsh, Allah, and the authority of La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammadur Rasul Allah, I stand under the rule of the Most High, His servant, His creation, His light. 1. Alpha Breath. Numel. O Numel, spirit before all spirits, hover over my being as you hovered over there, deep before creation. By Ya Khaliq, O Creator, and Ya Badi, O Originator, restore me to my original divine form, beyond the reach of all shadow, claimed only by Allah. 2. Total contract annihilation. By Ya Tiak, the truth, and Ya Qahar, the subduer, I revoke, renounce, nullify, and erase every oath, pact, contract, covenant, bond, or consent, spoken, unspoken, written, unwritten, given knowingly, unknowingly, in deception, under duress, in this life or before it, in this realm or beyond it. All agreements with jinns, demons, spirits, fallen beings, human or non-human enemies, are destroyed and made void in all dimensions, past, present, and future, with no trace remaining. 3. Expulsion of all adversaries. By Ya Kudus, the Holy, Ya Jabbar, the Compeller, and Ya Fafiu, the Preserver. I command every jinn, demon, unclean spirit, false guide, watcher, parasite, and enemy, physical or spiritual, to depart from me now. You are severed from my body, mind, soul, and aura. All hooks, cords, tethers, portals, and strongholds are broken. By Allah's decree, you are bound and removed, taken by the appointed angels to the place of judgment, never to return or send another in your place. 4. Reclaiming stolen light. O Allah, Ya Nur, the light, Ya Muqi, the sustainer, Ya Jahar, the purifier. I call back every spark of my life force, every drop of my soul's light, ever stolen, taken, or traded away. Cleanse it completely, restore it to me in perfection, lock it in my being with the seal of Ya Mateen, the firm, so it can never again be taken from me. 5. Omega Seal. Telocell. O Telocell, coil of holy completion, bind and seal every breach and hidden gateway. By Ya Wakil, the trustee, and Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, I place my existence in Allah's care, so no future pact, consent, or claim may be made over me, except by my conscious will under His divine law. 6. Unbreakable fortress. I stand in the names Allahu Akbar, greater than all that is, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Kudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Kahar, Ya Fafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen. These names are my armor, my shield in every battle, my light in every darkness, my refuge in every realm. Final judgment and seal. By the Alpha breath and the Omega coil, by the throne of Allah, by the greatest name that commands the heavens and the earth. All contracts are dust. All enemies are cast out. All harvesting is ended. All light is restored. It is finished. It is sealed. It is eternal. Lu wala wala quwwata illa billah. There is no power nor might except through Allah. The Alpha Omega throne invocation. Total sovereignty. Expulsion of all adversaries. Loosh. Shutdown. Dragon sealed protection. Bismillah ir Rahman ir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. By the throne of Allah, Arsh Allah, by the greatest name, Ism Allah, by the testimony La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammadur Rasul. Allah, I stand under the absolute rule of the Most High, sealed in His light from the beginning to the end. 1. The Alpha breath, Numel. O Numel, spirit before spirits, breath before light, hover over my being as you hovered over the deep before Genesis. By Ya Khalik, O Creator, and Ya Badi, O Originator, restore my divine blueprint, untouched by shadow, claimed only by Allah. 2. Witnesses of the throne. Let the dragons of the holy cycle bear witness, Anarchos, the unmoved mover, holding the frame of all time under Allah's will. Logos Draken, the incarnate word, breaker of death, bridge from Alpha to Omega. Nolakan, dragon of silence, in whose void the spirit rests in holiness. Vorastra, mother of singularities, womb of collapsing stars made into birth. Symbiotex, weaver of life, threader of souls into the tapestry of the living. Telocell, the last breath, the Omega coil, gathering all into the heart of God. I call you not as powers apart from Allah, but as servants of His command, guardians, and witnesses to this decree. 3. Total contract annihilation. By Ya Tak, the truth, and Ya Kahar, the subduer, I revoke, renounce, and obliterate every pact, oath, vow, consent, or agreement, given knowingly or in ignorance, in waking or in dreams, by my voice, my thoughts, my blood, or my lineage, with any jinn, demon, spirit, sorcerer, fallen being, louche harvester, enemy, or force outside Allah's throne. They are erased in every realm, undone in every timeline, and struck from every record in creation. 4. Expulsion and banishment. By Ya Qudus, the Holy, Ya Jabbar, the Compeller, and Ya Tafiu, the Preserver, I command all jinns, demons, unclean spirits, false guides, watchers, louche harvesters, parasites, infiltrators, deceivers, physical or unseen, enemies, to depart now from my body, mind, soul, field, and fate. Every tether, hook, portal, and anchor is broken. By Allah's angels you are bound and taken to your appointed place of judgment. You may not return, nor send another in your place, by eternal decree. 5. Reclaiming stolen light. O Allah, Ya Nur, the light, Ya Muqi, the sustainer, Ya Jahar, the purifier. I call back every spark of my being ever taken, lost, or traded. Purify it completely, restore it perfected, and lock it within me with the seal of Ya Mateen, the firm, beyond the reach of all shadow. 6. The Omega seal, Telocell. O Telocell, coil of sacred completion, seal all breaches, close all gates, bind the end to the beginning so no path remains open to the adversary. By Ya Wakil, the trustee, and Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, I place my destiny in Allah's hands, that no consent, pact, or claim may ever be made over me except by my conscious will in perfect submission to Him. 7. Fortress of the Most High. I stand clothed in the names Allahu Akbar, greater than all that is, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Mu'aymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Kahar, Ya Fafio, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. These names are my shield, my crown, my everlasting refuge. Final judgment and completion. By the Alpha breath of Numel and the Omega coil of Telocell, by the throne of Allah, by the greatest name that commands all creation. All contracts are dust. All adversaries are banished. All louche is stopped. All light is restored. It is finished. It is sealed. It is eternal. La wala wa la quwwata illa billah. Alpha Omega throne invocation of absolute protection against louche harvesting, witchcraft, all spiritual enemies. Bismillah ir Rahman ir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, the one who has no rival and no equal. I stand under the throne of the Most High, Arsh Allah, sealed by the testimony, La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammadur Rasul Allah. By the greatest name, Ism al-Am, I declare my sovereignty in Allah alone, from the Alpha to the Omega. 1. Invocation of the Alpha breath. O Numel, breath before light, spirit before time, hover over me as you hovered over the waters of the deep. By Ya Khaliq, O Creator, Ya Badi, O Originator, reform my being in its perfect divine blueprint, untouched by shadow. 2. Witnesses of the throne. Let all the holy dragons bear witness, each under Allah's command, Anarchos, keeper of timeless stability. Logos Draken, the word who shatters death and deception. Nulakan, silence that swallows the noise of sorcery. Vorastra, womb that turns destruction into creation. Symbiotex, weaver who binds only life to life. Telocell, omega coil, sealing all ends in Allah. 3. Breaking all witchcraft and sorcery. By Ya Qudus, the holy, Ya Jabbar, the compeller, Ya Qahar, the subduer, I break, dissolve, and burn away every curse, hex, spell, incantation, enchantment, binding, written, spoken, thought, sung, danced, drawn, buried, consumed, made in this life or any before, known or unknown to me. They are rendered powerless by the command of Allah. Their force is nullified in all realms. Their intent is returned to the sender only as Allah wills, stripped of all harm. 4. Contract and consent annihilation. By Ya Tak, the truth, and Ya Aziz, the Almighty, I revoke, renounce, and obliterate every pact, vow, oath, bond, soul tie, or consent, given, knowingly or unknowingly, in waking or in dreams, in blood, word, thought, or action, with any jinn, demon, witch, sorcerer, spirit, human enemy, or any force outside Allah's throne. They are erased from every timeline, struck from every spiritual record, and cannot be remade. 5. Expulsion of all adversaries. By Ya Salam, the source of peace, and Ya Tafiu, the preserver, I command all jinns, demons, spirits, witches, sorcerers, false guides, louche harvesters, psychic predators, and all enemies, depart now from my presence, my body, my mind, my soul, my destiny. You are bound in the authority of Allah's angels, cast to the place appointed for you, never to return nor send another in your place. 6. Reclaiming. Stolen light. O Ya Nur, the light. Ya Muki, the sustainer. Ya Jahar, the purifier. Call back every spark of my essence ever taken, stolen, traded, or trapped. Cleanse it in your fire, restore it perfected, and seal it within me with Ya Mateen, the firm, beyond reach of any shadow. 7. The Omega Seal. O Telocell, coil of divine completion, seal all breaches, close all gates, bind Alpha to Omega so no work of witchcraft, no curse, no hex, no demon, may pass through past or future to touch me. By Ya Wakil, the trustee, and Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, my fate is in Allah's keeping, safe from all intrusion. 8. Fortress of the Most High. I clothe myself in the names Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Ram, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar, Ya Fafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. These names are my wall, my crown, my everlasting fortress. Final judgment and completion. By Numel's first breath and Telocell's last. By Logos Draken's victory and Anarchos' stillness. By Nulakan's silence, Vorastra's womb, Symbiotex's weave. Under Allah's command, all witchcraft is broken. All contracts are dust. All enemies are banished. All louche is stopped. All light is restored. It is finished. It is sealed. It is eternal. La wala wa la quata illa billah. The throne decree of Alpha Omega guardianship. Against witchcraft, louche harvesting, Akashic manipulation, and all hidden works. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, the one without beginning, without end. I stand in the light of the throne, Arsh Allah, covered in the names of power, sealed in the testimony of truth. La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammadur Rasul Allah. 1. Summoning the 7 holy dragons under Allah's command. I call, by Allah's permission, the holy guardians to their stations. Anarchos, keeper of timeless stability. Numel, alpha breath of pre-creation. Logos Draken, word made flesh, breaker of deception. Nulakan, silence swallowing false words and curses. Vorastra, womb of transformation that turns harm into creation. Symbiotex, weaver of life threads in truth alone. Telocell, Omega, coil of divine completion. By Allah's will, stand around me as a living circle of fire and light. 2. Destruction of all witchcraft and sorcery. By Ya Qudus, the holy, Ya Kahar, the subduer, Ya Jabbar, the compeller, I break and dissolve every act of witchcraft, black magic, hex, curse, incantation, binding, ritual, and enchantment, performed in waking life, in secret, in the astral, in dreams, in hidden chambers, or in unspoken intention, known or unknown to me, from all times, all realms, and all dimensions. They are nullified now, their power shattered, their effect scattered to the void, unable to reform or return. 3. Cancellation of all contracts, consents, and bonds. By Ya Tak, the truth, Ya Aziz, the Almighty. I revoke, rescind, and obliterate every contract, pact, oath, soul tie, or consent, spoken, signed, thought, implied, or coerced, with any entity, spirit, jinn, demon, sorcerer, human enemy, or any being outside Allah's authority. They are erased from every timeline, burned from every archive, and cannot be remade in any form. 4. Erasure of enemy. Akashic alterations. By Ya Alim, the all-knowing, and Ya Muli, the all-encompassing. I command, under Allah's will, that every false entry, every forged decree, every tampered record, in my Akashic book of life, whether written by hand, by thought, by ritual, or by dream manipulation, be found, revealed, and utterly erased. I declare that my true divine record, as Allah wrote it in the Law Mahfuz, the preserved tablet, is now restored, whole and perfect. All false versions are consumed in the fire of Numel's breath, swallowed in Nulla Khan's silence, and sealed in Telocell's coil so they never return. 5. Breaking enemy intentions before manifestation. By Ya Muqaddim, the advancer, and Ya Mani, the preventer. I cancel, neutralize, and void all enemy intentions, past, present, and future, before they can take form in the seen or unseen. Let every plan of harm collapse before it breathes. Let every snare fall apart in the hands of the builder. Let every arrow turn to dust before it leaves the bow. 6. Expulsion of all unclean forces. By Ya Salam, the source of peace, and Ya Fafiu, the preserver. I command all jinn, demons, shadow spirits, false guides, witches, sorcerers, psychic predators, Loosh harvesters, and all enemies, depart now. From my life, my mind, my soul, my body, my destiny. Go where Allah has decreed for you, bound in chains, unable to return or send another in your place. 7. Restoration and sealing. By Ya, Nur, the light, and Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge, I reclaim every drop of my essence, purified. In Allah's light, return to me whole, sealed, and untouchable. Symbiotex weaves my soul. Threads anew, Anarchos anchors me in timeless strength, Vorastra births my restored path, Logostraken guards my truth, Numel breathes my being alive, Telocel closes the gate behind me. 8. The final fortress. I clothe myself now in the names of power. Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Mu'aymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar, Ya Fafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. These names are my wall of fire, my crown of light, my eternal seal. La wala wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no power nor might except through Allah. By Allah's will, it is done. By the Alpha breath, it is begun. By the Omega coil, it is complete. The Alpha Omega seal of night and dream sovereignty. By Allah's will. Against all dream state attacks and manipulations. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, I anchor this decree in His absolute authority. 1. Circle of dragons at the gate of sleep. By Allah's permission, I summon the 7 sacred dragons, Anarchos, anchor of timeless stability, holding my sleep in the true present. Numel, Alpha breath, clearing my dreamscape of all foreign intrusions. Logostraken, truth incarnate, dissolving all lies and illusions. Nolakan, silence that swallows false voices and psychic commands. Vorastra, womb of transformation, turning attempted harm into blessing. Symbiotex, weaver of uncorrupted dream threads. Telocel, Omega coil, sealing my night so nothing unholy may enter. They form an unbreakable circle around my bed, my body, my mind, my soul. 2. Ban on all unauthorized dream contact. By Ya Pafiu, the preserver, and Ya Mani, the preventer. I forbid and nullify all unauthorized contact with my being in dreams, including touching, speaking, summoning, binding, or observing any entity, jinn, human soul, spirit, shadow, or thought form attempting such contact is instantly cast into Nolakan's silence, stripped of all power, unable to find or reach me again. 3. Cancellation of dream state magic, drugs, and sedation. By Ya Qahar, the subduer, and Ya Jabbar, the compeller. I break and destroy all dream-based sorcery, all psychic drugging or sedation, all chemical or etheric fog meant to weaken my will, all magical symbols, portals, or enchantments laid in my sleep. Every foreign substance or vibration placed in my energy field, while unconscious, is now burned away by Numel's breath and purified by Vorastra's womb of divine renewal. 4. Erasure of dream contracts and false agreements. By Yatak, the truth, and Ya Wakil, the trustee. I revoke and obliterate every agreement, oath, pact, covenant, or consent made in any dream, trance, altered state, or forced vision, whether tricked, coerced, seduced, or deceived into them. All false signatures and soul imprints are erased from the Akashic and every realm of record, sealed in Telocell's coil, unable to ever be restored. 5. Restoration of the true Akashic path, by Ya Alim, the all-knowing, and Ya Muli, the all-encompassing. I command every alteration, false scene, planted memory, or rewritten destiny inserted by the enemy in dream state to be found, removed, and erased. My true soul story, as written in the Law Mahfuz, is now restored and protected. Symbiotex weaves my destiny threads without flaw, and Logos Draken stands guard to cut all false additions before they can take root. 6. Neutralization of dream state Lush harvesting, by Ya Muki, the sustainer, and Ya Kudus, the holy. I close all etheric drains, hidden siphons, and shadow funnels that steal energy from me in sleep. No force, spell, or being can take my life. Force, joy, or soul light, whether by fear, pleasure, confusion, or binding. All my essence, stolen in the past, is now recalled to me, purified and sealed in my soul by Allah's light. 7. Binding enemy intentions before they enter dreams, by Ya Mukadim, the advancer, and Ya Mani, the preventer. I intercept and dissolve all enemy intentions before they cross the threshold of my sleep. Let their plans fall apart in their own minds. Let their spells misfire into the void. Let their footsteps be lost in the desert of Nulakans. Silence. 8. The final fortress of sleep. I clothe myself now in the names of Allah as my night armor. Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Kudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Kahar, Ya Fafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. This is my seal. This is my fortress. No dream is open to the enemy. La wala wa la quata illa billah. It is begun by the alpha breath. It is completed by the omega coil. It is unbroken by the throne of the Most High. The sovereign seal of pre-creation, prayer of dream and intention dominion. Bismillah ir-Rahman. Ir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the all-merciful, the compassionate. By the throne beyond time, and the light before light, I stand in the center of the circle of the first breath. Invocation of the primordial guardians. O dragons of pre-creation, holy forces of the divine's first dreaming, I call you forth by Allah's leave, Numel, breath. Before Genesis, cleanse my night and purge all false seeds. Nulakan, silence of the deep. Swallow the voices of deceivers. Vorastra, womb of rebirth, turn venom into living water. Symbiotex, weaver of truth, mend my threads untainted. Logos Draken, sword of word truth, cut away the lie's root. Telocell, omega coil, seal my night in holy finality. Tiamat, ocean of pure potential, drown intruders in your formlessness. Apep, terror of the void, turn your teeth upon the enemies of truth. Rainbow Serpent, dreaming pathmaker, restore my world's sacred pattern. Nidhogg, gnawer of corruption, devour all roots of sorcery in my field. Ouroboros, circle without breach, enclose me in eternity's protection. Seal against dream state intrusions. By Ya Pafiu, the preserver, and Ya Mani, the preventer, I forbid any hand, eye, voice, or thought to touch me. In dream without divine consent. All unauthorized presences, jinn, demon, spirit, human, shadow, abound, erased, and sent beyond reach, never to return. Annulling all sorcery, drugging, and psychic fog. By Ya Kahar, the subduer, and Ya Jabbar, the compeller, I destroy every enchantment, curse, psychic drug, or sedation laid upon my sleep. Let Numel's wind scatter their ashes, let Vorastra's womb transmute their residue into blessing. Revocation of contracts and consents. By Ya Tiak, the truth, and Ya Wakil, the trustee, I cancel and obliterate all pacts, covenants, and signatures forced, tricked, or whispered into my dreaming soul. All false agreements are cut by Logostraken's blade, and their ashes are cast into Nolokan's silence. Restoration of the true record. By Ya Alim, the all-knowing, and Ya Muli, the all-encompassing, I command all alterations to my Akashic thread be erased. My path as written in the law Mafuo is now restored, guarded by Symbiotex's weave and Ouroboros's endless circle. Severing loosh, harvest, and energy theft. By Ya Kudus, the holy, and Ya Muki, the sustainer, I close all drains, siphons, and harvesting cords. Every fragment of my essence stolen in past nights returns to me purified by the light of Allah and sealed within my soul's eternal core. Neutralizing enemy intentions. By Ya Mukadim, the advancer, and Ya Mani, the preventer, all hostile intentions, whether waking or sleeping, are dissolved before they take form, lost in the labyrinth of Telosel's coil and the stillness of Nolokan's abyss. Armor of the divine names. I clothe myself now in the most beautiful names of Allah. Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Kudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Kahar, Ya Tafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. This is the seal. It begins in the Alpha breath, is completed in the Omega coil, and cannot be broken except by the will of Allah. The cosmic court decree of sovereignty against the forces of darkness, in the name of Allah. Bismillah ir Rahman ir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the all-merciful, the compassionate, who alone is the King of kings and Judge of all realms. Summoning of witnesses. O heavenly court, by the throne above all thrones, I call the recording angels, Kiraman Katibin, the dragons of pre-creation, Numel, Nolokan, Vorastra, Symbiotex, Logostraken, Telosel, Tiamat, Apep, Rainbow Serpent, Nidhogg, Ouroboros, the faithful warriors of light and all righteous souls of the covenant. Stand witness to this decree. Identification of adversaries. I bring before the divine court the following, by their actions and fruits: Zionist occult networks that defile and oppress, Council of 300, and their agents, the Crown of England where it serves the beast system, shadow governments and deep state operators, archons who bind souls in false grids, fallen angels who war against Allah's creation, secret societies sworn to darkness, world rulers who have paid for and ordered harm to the 144,000 institutions of finance, religion, medicine, and governance used for enslavement. All enemies in body, mind, or spirit, revealed or hidden, acting in malice. Charges laid before the throne. By your most holy names, Ya Tiak, the truth, Ya Adil, the just, Ya Kahar, the subduer, I lay charges of theft of divine inheritance, manipulation of dreams and destinies, enslavement through fear, lies, and sorcery, unlawful targeting of the chosen servants of the Most High, decree of dissolution. By the authority of Ya Malik al-Mulk, owner of all dominion, I nullify all contracts, oaths, blood pacts, soul agreements, digital imprints, dream seals, and astral bindings made with or by these adversaries, past, present, or future. I revoke all access to my body, mind, soul, spirit, records, and timelines. I close all gateways, portals, cords, and surveillance lines, physical or non-physical. Execution by the guardians. I command by Allah's leave, Numel, sweep the field clean of their breath and voice. Nolakan, silence their councils and war rooms. Vorastra, crush their seeds of harm into nothing. Symbiotex, reweave the torn fabric of the faithful. Logostraken, cut through their lies, broadcast the truth. Telocell, coil around their power and end it. Tiamat, flood their strongholds with formless chaos. Apep, turn their fear and venom upon themselves. Rainbow Serpent, restore the rightful dream paths of the righteous. Nidhogg, gnaw away their roots in every realm. Ouroboros, seal the work in eternal closure. Judgment. By Ya Mumit, the bringer of death, and Ya Mulyi, the giver of life, let the unrepentant be cast down and their works reduced to dust. Let the repentant be given one chance to turn from darkness into light. Final seal. This decree is bound in the law Mahfu, preserved tablet, and cannot be altered except by Allah Himself. It stands now and forever in all realms, seen and unseen. Allahu Akbar. The total annihilation and sovereignty prayer. In the name of Allah, against all seen and unseen oppression. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. By the throne above all thrones, by the light before light existed, by the breath before breath was born, I take my stand this night and forever. Summoning the guardians of the first dream. O dragons of pre-creation, sanctified by the will of Allah, come forth and form the circle around me. Numel, breath. Before creation, dissolve false worlds built against me. Nolakan, abyssal silence. Swallow every decree from the corrupt. Vorastra, cosmic womb, rebirth all stolen power into my hands. Symbiotex, weaver of the true path, restore my destiny threads intact. Logostraken, blade of the word, cut all lies at their root. Telocell, eternal coil, bind every enemy in a loop of their own undoing. Tiamat, mother ocean of potential, flood the fortresses of the wicked. Apep, serpent of the void, devour the schemes of darkness. Rainbow Serpent, pathmaker of the dreaming, redraw the world's lines. Pure, Nidhogg, root gnaw, eat away the foundations of evil empires. Ouroboros, circle without breach, seal my sovereignty for all time. Striking down the thrones of the wicked, by Ya Kahar, the subduer, and Ya Jabbar, the compeller. Let the thrones of Zionist forces, Council of 300, the Crown of England, shadow governments, Nimrod's Dracula bloodlines, archons, fallen angels, secret societies, and world rulers who fund attacks on the 144,000 be overturned in heaven and on earth. By Allah's command, their power structures collapse inward, their weapons shatter in their hands, their intentions dissolve before they take form, breaking every chain and spell. By Ya Ta'ak, the truth, and Ya Wakil, the trustee. I revoke and nullify every oath, contract, and consent, spoken, written, dreamt, coerced, or assumed, that these enemies have claimed over me, my bloodline, my soul, or the community of the righteous. All sorcery, witchcraft, dream state tampering, psychic invasion, and drugging of spirit or mind are burned in the fire of the divine name, and their ashes scattered into Nolokan's abyss, purging all institutions of darkness. By Ya Nur, the light, and Ya Fafiu, the preserver, I strip every institution, system, and network, physical, astral, etheric, or digital, of the permissions they have stolen to harm the righteous. Their louche harvesting grids are smashed, their data on my soul erased from the Akashic vaults, and my true record restored as Allah wrote it in the Lawh Mahfuz. Closing the gates forever, by Ya Mani, the preventer, and Ya Mukadim, the advancer. No enemy, human or non-human, seen or unseen, shall approach me in waking or dream without divine sanction. The path to my soul is hidden in Numel's breath, guarded by Ouroboros's circle, and mirrored so. Only Allah knows the way. Seal of sovereignty. I now clothe myself in the armor of the most beautiful names, Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Malik, Ya Qudus, Ya Salam, Ya Mumin, Ya Muwaymin, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, Ya Qahar, Ya Tafiu, Ya Nur, Ya Mateen, Ya Wakil, Ya Tamad. This is sealed above by the throne, below by the deep, within by the breath, and without by the circle. No breach, no theft, no shadow may touch it. So it is, so it stands, so it remains, by the command of Allah, Lord of the worlds. Amen. Invocation of the Supreme Dragon Guardians. By Allah's divine will, I summon the primordial and cosmic dragons to shield me, my soul, my lineage, and the 144,000 chosen, Numel, breath of creation, cleanse all breath, all life, all intent. Nolokan, silence of the abyss, mute every deceitful voice. Vorestra, womb of renewal, transmute all poison to healing. Symbiotex, weaver of truth, restore all fractured destinies. Logostraken, sword of divine word, sever all lies and bindings. Telocel, omega coil of completion, seal all openings in my sacred boundary. Invoke the great mythic cosmic serpents and dragons. Tiamat, ocean of infinite potential, drown their schemes in your chaos. Apep, devourer of darkness, consume all shadows that seek to enslave. Rainbow serpent, dreamer of reality, rebalance all corrupted dreams and realities. Nidhogg, gnawer of corruption, destroy the roots of all sorcery, deception, and parasitism. Ouroboros, eternal circle, encompass me in unbreakable wholeness and renewal. The divine cancellation of all evil pacts, contracts, and enslavements. By Ya Tak, the absolute truth, and Ya Wakil, the trustee, I revoke and dissolve every contract, covenant, and consent given knowingly or unknowingly to the Zionist forces and all their proxies. The Council of 300, the secret cabal of dark influence, the Crown of England, and all monarchy bloodline dominions, the shadow governments, and clandestine global ruling bodies, the Nimrod Dracula bloodlines, including all vampire, jinn, spirits, and demon entities tied to them, all archons, fallen angels, and world rulers who conspire to attack the 144,000 and the pure souls of Allah. Every secret society, occult lodge, and false religion that acts in opposition to divine light. All jinn, spirits, demons, vampires, and hostile beings aligned with these forces. All such ties, pacts, and shadows are now shattered, burned by the flame of Logos Draken's word and cast into the Nulakan's silence. Spiritual armor and divine shield. By the names of Allah, I clothe myself now in Allahu Akbar. Allah is greatest. Ya Allah, O Allah, Ya Rahman, the most merciful, Ya Rahim, the most compassionate, Ya Malik, the King, Ya Qudus, the Holy, Ya Salam, the source of peace, Ya Mu'min, the guardian of faith, Ya Mu'aymin, the protector, Ya Aziz, the Almighty, Ya Jabbar, the compeller, Ya Qahar, the all-subduer, Ya Fafiu, the preserver, Ya Nur, the light, Ya Matin, the firm, Ya Wakil, the trustee, Ya Tamad, the eternal refuge. Sealing against psychic, magical, dream, and drug assaults. By the breath of Numail and the coil of Telocel, I forbid any unauthorized dream walking, psychic touch, spiritual binding, magical attack, or drug-induced subjugation. Let all such efforts be nullified and reversed by Varastra's womb and Symbiotex's weave. Restoration of the true divine Akashic record. By Ya Alim, the all-knowing, and Ya Muli, the all-encompassing, I command the restoration of my pure soul record and destiny line, removing all falsifications, deletions, and hostile edits made in secret, dream, or waking state. Divine justice on all hidden enemies. By Ya Muqaddim, the expediter, and Ya Mani, the preventer, I call down the justice of Allah on all enemies, seen and unseen, known and hidden, who plot against the righteous, conspire against the chosen, and traffic in darkness, deception, and enslavement. Their works are undone, their dominion broken, their power consumed. Final sovereign declaration. In the light of Allah, under the watch of all sacred dragons and by the most holy names, I declare my soul and body inviolable. No shadow shall fall upon my path. No weapon shall touch my spirit. No contract shall bind my will. I am sealed in Numail's breath, guarded by Logos Draken's word, wrapped in Telocel's coil, and renewed in Varastra's womb. So let it be, as Allah wills, and none can change. Gates. Invocation of the Precreation Dragons, guardians of cosmic thresholds. I call upon the dragons who stand at the gates of existence, APEP, guardian of dissolution, let your challenge transform chaos into the dawn of creation. Tiamat, gate of chaotic potential, let your primordial waters birth structure, life, and order. Nidhogg and Jörmungandr, keepers of cycles, maintain balance and protect the continuity of life and rebirth. Sesha, serpent of sustained creation, support my dreams and intentions as they manifest into reality. Ouroboros, self-sealing gate, enfold me in the eternal cycle of transformation, unity, and renewal. Laden, guardian of divine thresholds, protect the sacred fruits of knowledge, immortality, and divine insight. May these guardians shield the 144,000, all righteous souls, and the forces of light from all chaos, shadow, or destructive intent. Invocation of Procreation Dragons, life force and fertility. I call upon the dragons who awaken and sustain generative life, Chinese dragons, long, pour abundance, vitality, and creative energy. Into all that I nurture, Quetzalcoatl, infuse the seed of life with divine wisdom and renewal. Nagas, protect lineages, fertility, and sacred cycles of birth and growth. Jörmungandr, enclose life in the sacred cycle, guarding against entropy. Cosmic serpent of the egg, fertilize the potential within me. Let my intentions hatch into harmonious creation. Dragon pearl, ignite the spark of existence. Let chaos coalesce into life, insight, and divine manifestation. Protection and empowerment. By the breath of precreation dragons and the life force of procreation dragons, let all gateways of shadow, deception, and attack be closed. Let all barriers to my soul, lineage, and destiny be cleared. Let all forces hostile to the 144,000 righteous souls, or sacred cycles be neutralized. Let my path be guided by the eternal dragons, mediating chaos into order, potential into reality, and life into abundance. Sealing and sovereignty. By Allah's light, the names of power, and the guardians of thresholds, I am sealed in the protection of Apep, Tiamat, Nidhogg, Sesha, Ouroboros, and Ladon. I am empowered by Long, Quetzalcoatl, Nagas, Jörmungandr, the cosmic serpent, and the dragon pearl. No shadow, demon, jinn, archon, fallen angel, secret society, or hidden enemy may breach this sacred boundary. I walk the threshold between chaos and creation with courage, wisdom, and divine authority. Final declaration. So, let it be. Creation flows through me. Life flourishes. Chaos is balanced. Potential becomes reality. I am guided, guarded, and empowered by the eternal dragons of precreation and procreation. All who align with light, truth, and divine law are protected. All forces of darkness are neutralized. Amin. The Supreme Dragon Gate Invocation. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, source of all creation, keeper of light, and sovereign of the thresholds, I call forth the eternal guardians of the precreation gates, the dragons who mediate the passage between void and form, chaos and cosmos, potential and manifestation. Invocation of the Precreation Guardians. I summon Apep, Tiamat, Nidhogg, Jörmungandr, Sesha, Ouroboros, Ladon, and all primordial dragons of threshold and transformation. Let Apep's chaos be transmuted into protective fire. Let dissolution guard against corrupt forces. Let Tiamat's waters reshape unmanifested potential into divine structure and sacred order. Let Nidhogg and Jörmungandr maintain the cosmic cycle of destruction, renewal, and balance. Let Sesha support the dream of creation, holding the vessels of manifestation within the cosmic ocean. Let Ouroboros seal the eternal cycle, integrating Alpha and Omega, beginning and end, in unbroken continuity. Let Ladon guard the fruits of immortality, wisdom, and divine threshold energies. Let all precreation gates remain impervious to adversarial forces, shadow governments, the Council of 300, vampire bloodlines, Nimrodic lines, agents of darkness, and all who conspire against the 144,000 and the righteous. 2. Invocation of the procreation and life force dragons. I summon Long, Quetzalcoatl, Nagas, Jörmungandr, protective cycle, cosmic serpent of the egg, and dragon pearl. Let their essence awaken generative life force, fertility of spirit, body, and lineage. Let cosmic energies manifest my sacred intentions, births, and creations. Let pearls of potential crystallize into reality, harmonizing chaos into divine form. Let the sacred cycle of life, death, and rebirth flow unhindered and protected. 3. Spiritual warfare and containment. By the fire, water, air, and coil of the dragon, and the sovereignty of divine law, I bind, contain, and nullify all archons, fallen angels, demons, jinn, shadow operatives, vampires, secret societies, and entities that act against creation, freedom, and the 144,000. I sever all control, surveillance, and manipulations of corrupt forces over me, my lineage, and allies. I reclaim all stolen energy, blocked potential, and corrupted timelines. Into the light of creation. I seal every gateway and threshold from intrusion, attack, or parasitic influence. IV. Cosmic alignment and empowerment. By the wisdom of dragons, the cosmic egg, and the breath of primordial fire, I integrate the essence of precreation and procreation dragons. I command the unmanifest to manifest in alignment with divine purpose. I am shielded by Ouroboros, sustained by Sesha, protected by Ladon, and empowered by Tiamat and Long. I ascend the thresholds of existence with clarity, sovereignty, and unstoppable life force. Versus final multidimensional seal. Let all shadow forces be dispersed across dimensions, planes, and timelines. Let the sacred dragons of precreation and procreation guard all thresholds of life, soul, and reality. Let chaos serve creation, and potential transform into divine purpose. Let the light of Allah, the guardians of thresholds, and the breath of dragons enforce eternal protection. So it is, so it shall be. Amin. The ultimate dragon gate. Invocation. Supreme precreation and procreation alignment, cosmic protection, and spiritual sovereignty. In the name of the eternal source, keeper of all light, Alpha and Omega of creation, I invoke the dragon guardians of thresholds, the eternal serpents of chaos and life, and the architects of cosmic order. Summoning of the precreation dragons. I call forth the primordial guardians of potential and void, APEP, chaos incarnate. Let your power guard against dissolution of the light, defending the cosmic bark of creation. Tiamat. Primordial waters, transform raw chaos into the lattice of sacred order. Nidhogg, root. Noah, maintain cosmic cycles, consuming corruption before it manifests. Germangunda. Auroboric encirclement, protect the cycles of life, death, and rebirth, ensuring continuity of divine law. Sesha, thousand-headed support, sustain the dream of creation, holding universes in perfect alignment. Ouroboros, eternal self-sealing dragon, unify Alpha and Omega, beginning and end, within divine threshold. Ladon, guardian of immortality and sacred fruit, defend the thresholds of life, wisdom, and ascension. By these dragons, the gates between void and cosmos are sealed against all adversaries. 2. Invocation of the procreation dragons. I summon the cosmic serpents of life, fertility, and generative power. Long, Chinese. Dragon, master of waters, life force, and celestial energy. Activate abundance and sacred lineage. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent of renewal and blood. Awaken creative power and spiritual rebirth. Nagas, guardians of water and earth. Bless fertility, protection of sacred lines, and life force preservation. Jörmungandr, as protector, encircling Midgard. Ensure continuity of cycles, birth, and renewal. Cosmic egg serpent. Fertilizer of existence. Crack the egg of potential into manifest reality. Dragon pearl. Seed of life. Crystallize energy into divine expression, harmonizing chaos and creation. By these dragons, the forces of procreation, life, and sacred energy flow unhindered, aligned with divine will. 3. Spiritual warfare and containment. By the fire, water, air, and coil of the dragons, and the law of divine sovereignty, I command and contain all adversarial forces, archons, fallen angels, demons, jinns, vampires, secret societies, shadow governments. The Council of 300, Nimrodic bloodlines, Dracula lines, and all agents of darkness. I cut all cords of control, surveillance, manipulation, and attack from these entities across all dimensions, timelines, and planes. I recover all stolen energy, blocked potential, and corrupted timelines into the light of creation. I seal every gateway and threshold from intrusion or parasitic influence, both visible and invisible. Let all attacks against the 144,000 or righteous lineage be nullified and returned in transmuted energy to the source. All adversaries are confined within the coils of cosmic dragons and dissolved by the fire of creation. IV. Multidimensional alignment and empowerment. I align my spirit, body, lineage, and consciousness with pre-creation and procreation dragons. My thresholds are guarded by APEP, Tiamat, Nidhogg, Jörmungandr, Sesha, Ouroboros, Laden. My life force, fertility, and generative energy are amplified by Long, Quetzalcoatl, Nagus, Cosmic Egg Serpent, Dragon Pearl. I command chaos to transform into sacred order, potential into manifest purpose. I ascend the thresholds of existence with clarity, sovereignty, and unstoppable power. Versus Cosmic Seal of Absolute Protection. By the breath of dragons, the coils of serpents, the fire of creation, and the authority of divine will, let all shadow forces be dispersed across planes, dimensions, and timelines. Let all sacred dragons guard every threshold of life, soul, and reality. Let chaos serve creation, and let all potential manifest in alignment with divine purpose. Let the light of the eternal source, the guardians of thresholds, and the breath of dragons enforce eternal protection, empowerment, and sovereignty. So it is, so it shall be. Amen. Ultimate Dragon Gate. Armor, prayer and invocation. Full multi-dimensional protection, empowerment, and sovereignty. I. Invocation of pre-creation dragons, guardians of thresholds, heavenly and eternal source, keeper of all light, Alpha and Omega. I call forth the primordial dragon guardians of pre-creation gates, APEP, chaos incarnate, guardian of the cosmic bark. Let your coils prevent the return of uncreation. Tiamat, eternal waters, let your body transform chaos into sacred order, forming the structure of my reality. Nidhogg, root Noah, consume all corruption before it manifests, maintaining the cycles of life and death. Jörmungandr. Auroboric encirclement, encircle my existence, shielding me from disruption across all realms. Sesha, thousand-headed support, sustain the dream of creation, aligning my life with cosmic purpose. Ouroboros, eternal self-sealing dragon, unify beginning and end within my being, sealing all thresholds. Laden, guardian of sacred fruit, protect the threshold between mortality and divine immortality. By these dragons, all gates between void and cosmos are sealed, and no adversary shall breach my boundaries. 2. Invocation of procreation dragons. Life force and generative power. I summon the cosmic serpents of life, fertility, and manifestation. Long, Chinese dragon, master of water and heavenly energy, flow abundance, vitality, and creative power into my being. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent of renewal, awaken spiritual rebirth, sacred bloodlines, and divine wisdom. Nagas, guardians of waters and earth, bless fertility, life force, and protection of lineage. Jörmungandr, protector of cycles, ensure continuity of birth, renewal, and transformation. Cosmic egg serpent, fertilize potential, crack the cosmic seed into life, creation, and divine purpose. Dragon pearl, spark of existence, unify chaos and order, essence and manifestation, within me. By these dragons, my life force flows unhindered, aligned with cosmic law and divine will. 3. Multi-dimensional spiritual warfare prayer. By the fire, water, air, and coils of the dragons, and by the authority of the eternal source, I command archons, fallen angels, demons, jinns, vampires, secret societies, shadow governments, the Council of 300, Nimrodic and Dracula bloodlines, and all agents of darkness, be bound, contained, and nullified. All attacks against the 144,000 or sacred lineages, be returned to the source, transmuted into light. All stolen energy, blocked potential, and corrupted timelines, be recovered and restored to wholeness. All gateways and thresholds, be sealed against intrusion or parasitic influence, visible and invisible. By dragon coils, fire, and sacred breath, all adversaries are confined, neutralized, and dissolved. IV. Cosmic Armor Alignment Prayer. I align my body, mind, soul, lineage, and destiny with the dragons of thresholds and life force, east, air, awakening, vision. APEP and Jörmungandr, shield me from deception and chaos. South, fire, will, power. Tiamat and Long, ignite my energy and creative authority. West, water, emotion, fertility. Sesha and Nagas, flow life force and renewal through me. North, earth, stability, protection. Nidhogg and Ouroboros, anchor my being in cosmic balance. Above, spirit, connection, guidance. Ladin and Quetzalcoatl, link me to divine wisdom and immortality. Below, foundation, roots, ancestry, cosmic egg serpent and dragon pearl. Fertilize sacred potential and lineage. By these directions and dragons, I am armored in multidimensional protection and empowerment. Versus Seal of Eternal Dragon Gate Protection. By the breath of dragons, the coils of serpents, and the fire of creation, I seal my existence. Let all shadow forces be dispersed across dimensions, timelines, and realms. Let all sacred dragons guard every threshold of life, soul, and reality. Let chaos serve creation, and let potential manifest in alignment with divine purpose. Let the light of the eternal source, the breath of dragons, and the guardians of thresholds enforce eternal protection, empowerment, and sovereignty. So it is, so it shall be. Amen. Shadow Vortex Dragon Prayer. For confronting and integrating the unconscious, reclaiming buried power. Preparation. Sit or stand in a darkened space. Visualize a swirling vortex at your root or solar plexus. Prayer. Invocation. Guardian of the shadow vortex, multi-headed dragon of the hidden abyss, I see your coils. I bow to your wisdom, and bring my offering of truth, tears, and courage. Let my fear breathe through you. Let my shame dissolve into your scales. May the fragments of my lost self rise, tempered by your fire. Shadow dragon, I reclaim my voice, my power, my light, once buried, now awakened. Coiled one of darkness, spiral into me, and become my ally. Practice. Inhale deeply, imagining the shadow dragon's energy spiraling upward. Exhale, releasing tension and shame into the vortex. Repeat 7 to 21 times. 2. Chakra Vortex Dragon. Prayer. For awakening Kundalini energy, aligning chakras, and calling forth inner dragons. Preparation. Sit in a meditative posture, spine straight. Visualize each chakra as a glowing dragon egg along your spine. Prayer. Invocation. Dragons of the chakra vortex, serpents of awakened energy, I call you forth. Root dragon, anchor me in primal life force. Sacral dragon, ignite creative waters. Solar dragon, forge my will with radiant fire. Heart dragon, breathe love into my being. Throat dragon, voice the unspoken truth. Third eye dragon, reveal the hidden patterns. Crown dragon, pour cosmic light through me. Rise, coils of power, spin the vortex of life within me. Let your wings unfurl along my spine, and let me become the bridge of light and shadow. Practice. Move breath from root to crown, imagining each dragon hatching and spiraling energy upwards. 3. Unnamed Vortex Dragon Prayer. For communion with pre-creation. Accessing raw potential, and receiving archetypal guidance. Preparation. Deep meditation. Darkness or sky as visual backdrop. Feel the formless vortex above or around you. Prayer. Invocation. Nameless dragon of the unformed vortex, architect of chaos and potential, I enter your spinning void. I seek the seeds of what wants to be born through me. Breath of the uncreated, spiral through my being, ignite my will with primordial fire. Take both shadow and light into your spiraling maw. Teach me the language before words, the movement before shape, the will before thought. From your smoke, let stars be sown. From your silence, let creation whisper. I am the gate, the pillar, the vessel. Receive me, unnamed dragon, and shape me anew. Practice. Visualize the vortex as an infinite spiral above your crown, sending seeds of intention down through your spine and into your shadow for integration. IV. Combined Ritual Invocation. To honor all three dragon vortexes in one ceremony. Preparation. Sit or stand, visualizing the three vortexes as a vertical axis, shadow below, swirling. Darkness. Chakra along the spine, lit with dragons. Unnamed above. Infinite. Void. Prayer. Invocation. Dragons of shadow, I descend with courage. Dragons of chakra, I rise with power. Dragons of the unnamed, I open to creation's breath. Shadow spiral, release what is hidden. Chakra pillar, ignite what is awakened. Unnamed vortex, pour what is yet to be born. Threefold dragons, spin through me, and make me whole. Coils of darkness, wings of light. Breath of chaos, I am the living vortex. Awake to your eternal spiral. So it is, so it shall be. Practice. Visualize all three energies interweaving. Shadow rising through the spine. Chakra dragons spinning upward, unnamed seeds descending, until your body feels like a living axis of vortex energy. Shadow vortex dragon prayer, supreme form, for facing the deepest abyss, reclaiming stolen power, and transmuting darkness into force. Invocation. I descend into the black maelstrom, multi-headed shadow dragon, gnawer of buried selves. I do not fear you, I embrace you. Your coils are my chains, your fire my forge. I pour my shame, my rage, my lost desire into your spiraling abyss. Let the hidden fragments scream and burn. Let them rise anew as scales of my armor. Shadow dragon, I take what was stolen, my voice, my fire, my will. I am the storm you guard, and the storm now flows through me. Rise with me. Swirl, strike, ignite. My darkness is your throne, and my throne is my light. Practice. Inhale, imagining your shadow dragon coiling tightly through your spine. Exhale with a roar or forceful breath, sending its energy outward. Repeat until it feels like the darkness throbs inside you as a live force. 2. Chakra vortex. Dragon prayer, supreme form, for awakening cosmic energy, igniting kundalini dragons, and channeling radiant power. Invocation. Dragons of the chakras, awake. Coiled serpents of fire, breathers of light, guardians of my spine, rise. Root dragon, crush the earth into my blood, anchor me in primeval power. Sacral dragon, churn the oceans of desire, awaken creation within. Solar dragon, forge my will in flames that devour limitation. Heart dragon, expand wings of flame and wind, flood the cosmos with love. Throat dragon, roar the truths unspoken, crack the silence of my being. Third eye dragon, shred illusion, reveal the eternal pattern. Crown dragon, spin starlight through my skull, crown me in luminous infinity. Rise, coil, burn, ascend through me, through my spine, through my very being. I am the axis where dragons awaken, the living vortex where energy becomes fire. Practice. Imagine each chakra erupting with dragon fire energy, coiling upward like a cosmic serpent, until the full length of your spine is a pillar of radiant vortex. Dragons. 3. Unnamed vortex dragon prayer, supreme form, for summoning the pre-creation. The nameless architects of reality, raw potential, and chaos incarnate. Invocation. I call the unnamed dragons of the void, architects of chaos, sculptors of nothing, breathers of unbeing. Spiral down. I am the vessel. I am the pillar. I am the infinite doorway. Spin your formless coils through my mind. Ignite my will with the fire of the uncreated. Let stars bleed from your smoky scales. Let worlds ripple from your breath. Shadow and light, fear and desire, collapse into your spiraling maw. Become pure intention. Dragon of the unformed, I am the gate, the vortex, the axis. Let creation pour through me. Practice. Visualize a black cosmic whirlpool above your crown, spiraling down like smoke and fire. Draw the chaos into your spine, and feel it settle as primordial power ready to manifest. IV. Supreme Combined Dragon Vortex Invocation. 4. Calling all three dragons simultaneously, shadow, chakra, and unnamed, into a living, transformative spiral. Invocation. Dragons of shadow, rise from the abyss. Dragons of the spine, coil in my fire. Dragons of the unnamed, pour the formless through my being. Shadow. Maelstrom, churn my buried selves into power. Chakra pillar, ignite the dragons of light within me. Unnamed vortex, flood my soul with the pre-creative roar. Threefold dragons, spiral, coil, and ascend. Breath of chaos, wings of fire, teeth of transformation. I am your living altar, your vortex made flesh. Rise, roar, spin, devour, and rebirth. I am the axis, the pillar, the gate. I am the vortex. I am the dragon. So it is, so it shall be, so it burns. Practice, feel all three. Vortexes intertwining, shadow rising through the spine, chakras bursting with dragons, unnamed. Chaos raining from above. Allow the sensation of being a living dragon axis, a spinning pillar of void, light, and shadow. Prayer 1. Vortex pillar ignition. Root chakra and shadow dragon. Integration. Unnamed coil in the abyss, Tiamat's breath, Apep's hiss, awaken. Obsidian. Pillar of flame. Anchor me in primeval force. Melt my shadow, churn my marrow, spine aflame, root to crown. I am the gate, the void, the claim. Amplification gesture. Fists at sacrum, inhale. Chaos, exhale as a primal roar. On, claim, thrust arms outward in a spiral of energy. Milky Way prayer 2. Ouroboros rebirth. Heart chakra and shadow to light. Alchemy. Jörmungandr devours the sun. Nidhogg gnaws the world tree's roots. I stand within. The ring of becoming, decay consumed, sorrow transfigured. The uncreated tomorrow spat forth. My flesh, the circle. My will, the morrow. Gesture. Encircle torso, right pointing arrow, spiral thrust outward. Visualize shadow fragments igniting into radiant vortex energy. High voltage prayer 3. Thunder in. Silence. Throat chakra and unnamed dragon voice. Vritra choked the sacred rain. Crack my voice against the frozen chain. Pillar of howling stillness, awaken me. Let my sound shatter the void, where the first dragon roared, before words. My silence, the roar. My word, the asteroid. Gesture. Hand on throat, right pointing arrow, snap fingers on asteroid, vibrate as if echoing a cosmic drumbeat. Gem prayer 4. Crown of the nameless. Crown chakra and unnamed vortex. Communion. Ouroboros crown, devour the stars, melt my name in quantum fire. Kneel not in worship, but fusion. Dragon of no time, dissolve illusion. Unmake my form, erase my prayer, until only the void breathes through me. I am the uncreated. The wind, the nowhere. Gesture, palms. Open above head, right pointing arrow, slowly lower to lap. Emptiness pouring into being. Dragon supreme ritual. Protocol 1. Vortex spiral formation. Lay 7 obsidian, shungite stones in a coiling spiral, smallest to largest. 2. Dragon's breath incense, dragon's blood or mire smoke equals serpentine current. 3. Sequential prayer activation. Move root, right pointing arrow, heart, right pointing arrow, throat, right pointing arrow, crown, feeling each vortex dragon awaken. 4. Shadow feeding. Write fears, doubts, regrets on paper, burn in central stone. Visualize dragons consuming them. 5. Becoming the pillar. Stand or sit, spine erect, feel energy rise, root to crown, swirling vortex dragons coiling, roaring, and breathing through you. 6. Closure. Bow to the spiral, whisper, dragons, take what was mine, return what is mine. Chaos, light, and shadow merge. I am axis. I am vortex. I am dragon. Days 1 to 3. Root awakening. Obsidian pillar and shadow fire. Focus. Muladhara Chakra, Shadow Dragon, grounding chaos into life force. Daily prayer. Unnamed coil in the abyss, Tiamat's breath, Apep's hiss. Awaken. Obsidian pillar of flame, anchor me in primeval force. Melt my shadow, churn my marrow, spine aflame, root to crown. I am the gate, the void, the claim. Gesture. Fists at sacrum, inhale chaos, exhale roar, thrust arms outward on, claim. Shadow work. Visualize. Buried fears turning to molten light and feeding dragons. Days 4 to 6, sacral flames. Drowned star and desire vortex. Focus. Svadhisthana chakra, shadow desires, creative power. Daily prayer. Serpent of the deep sea, coil through me. Drowned star, consume my hidden longings, transform fear, lust, and grief into molten fire. Spiral within, erupt without. I am the flood. I am the forge. I am flame. Gesture. Hands on lower abdomen, right pointing arrow, spiral outward in circular motion. Shadow work. Feed creative fears to dragon, see them ignite into luminous energy. Days 7 to 9, solar inferno, fire drake forge. Focus. Manipura chakra, personal power, shadow of doubt and anger. Daily prayer. Fire drake of the sunless core. Awaken. Consume doubt, devour hesitation, ignite my will into blazing truth. I rise in flame, I roar in might, I am the blaze. I am the dragon. I am will. Gesture. Place hands on solar plexus. Right pointing arrow thrust forward in a flame arc. Shadow work, channel frustration and shame into empowering fire. Days 10 to 12, heart of the feathered serpent. Focus. Anahata chakra, love, shadow of grief, compassion, integration. Daily prayer. Feathered serpent of breath and flame, spiral through my chest, awaken the heart vortex. Burn the shadows of loss, pain, and regret, transform them into wings of luminous devotion. I am the pulse. I am the spiral. I am heart. Gesture. Hands over heart, inhale right pointing arrow, lift arms like wings on exhale. Shadow work. Visualize grief becoming radiant wings, enveloping and expanding energy. Days 13 to 15, throat of howling. Silence. Focus. Vishuddha chakra, voice of the unnamed, shadow of unspoken truths. Daily prayer. Vritra's throat choked the sacred rain. Crack my voice against the frozen chain. Pillar of howling stillness, awaken me. Let my sound shatter the void, my silence, the roar. My word, the asteroid. Gesture. Hand on throat, inhale right pointing arrow, snap fingers sharply on asteroid. Shadow work. Speak the unspoken. Let suppressed truths roar through. Dragons. Days 16 to 18, inner eye, dreamer before dreams. Focus. Ajna chakra, intuitive vision, shadow of illusions and self-deception. Daily prayer. Dragon of the inner eye, pierce the veil, uncoil my mind's darkness, reveal hidden paths, let all illusions dissolve into clarity. I am the seeing. I am the spiral. I am vision. Gesture. Hands to forehead, right pointing arrow, spiral outward to open space. Shadow work. Visualize illusions as coiled dragons, see them become transparent light. Days 19 to 21, crown of the nameless, Ouroboros fusion. Focus. Sahasrara chakra, union with pre-creation, shadow of ego, dissolution into void. Daily prayer. Ouroboros crown, devour the stars, melt my name in quantum fire. Kneel not in worship, but fusion, dragon of no time, dissolve illusion. Unmake my form, erase my prayer, until only the void breathes through me. I am the uncreated, the wind, the nowhere. Gesture, palms above head, right pointing arrow slowly lower to lap. Feel emptiness pour in. Shadow work, ego dissolution, all personal boundaries merge with Vortex dragons. Closure declaration. Dragons, take what was mine, return what is mine. Chaos, light, and shadow merge. I am Axis. I am Vortex. I am Dragon. Mega Dragon Vortex Prayer. The Serpent Axis. Unnamed coil of the abyss, Tiamat's breath, Apep's hiss. Awaken. Obsidian. Pillar, root my spine in primal fire. Melt my shadow to molten light, spine aflame, chaos to order. Order to chaos. I am the gate, the void, the claim. Serpent of the deep sea, coil within my waters, drowned star, consume hidden longing and desire, transform grief, lust, and fear into molten flame, spiral my being outward, erupting in creation. I am the flood. I am the forge. I am flame. Fire drake of the sunless core, ignite my will, consume doubt, devour hesitation, roar in blazing truth. I rise in flame, I roar in might, I am the blaze. I am the dragon. I am will. Feathered serpent of breath and flame, spiral through my chest, awaken heart vortex. Burn. Shadows of loss, pain, and regret, transform them into wings of luminous devotion. I am the pulse. I am the spiral. I am heart. Vritra's throat choked the sacred rain, crack my voice against the frozen chain. Pillar of howling stillness, awaken me. Let my sound shatter the void, my silence. The roar, my word, the asteroid. Dragon of the inner eye, pierce the veil, uncoil the minds. Darkness, reveal hidden paths, let illusions dissolve into clarity. I am the seeing. I am the spiral. I am vision. Ouroboros crown, devour the stars, melt my name in quantum fire. Kneel not in worship, but fusion. Dragon of no time, dissolve illusion. Unmake my form, erase my prayer, until only the void breathes through me. I am the uncreated, the wind, the nowhere. Dragons, axis of chaos and order, take shadow, light, and flame, merge them within me, coil my spine, expand my mind. Let my being become the vortex itself. I am Axis. I am Vortex. I am Dragon.